Good evening, everybody. We are live.
We are live.
No, you tried it. You tried it, but you failed.
Sorry, man. Another week.
How you been, bro?
I feel good, man.
Why you choose so hard?
It's my favorite time of the week, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I say it so often, but
hmm
it's like oh, you building up all this animosity during the week. You get to release it. You get to say all the words you want to in this little 30 minutes. It feels good.
I guess I feel that. I feel that. I respect it.
It feels
I
good,
respect it.
but
Hello, mother.
yeah. Hello. Let me address everyone.
Hey,
Hello.
day. Who
Oh
else
yeah.
was I saying? Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all.
Cultivating Conversations episode. What is it, Deja?
I never know.
Episode
20?
24.
Oh, okay.
But let me give my little talk before we get started.
Okay.
Just a little heads up, everyone. We're prepared for something real big. It seemed like it was a fan favorite, so we bring it back. Rice University Part 2. You might see some familiar faces. You might not. We're going, mix everything
For
in.
those who don't know, what's Rice University, though? Like a
Okay,
quick
so
little.
right, Rice University is like our own take on. It's not college edition, but kind of like school edition, and bringing different people in from different parts that we know in our lives to kind of tell us and tell everyone that's watching about things that they do and things that we want to learn more about. Like an example, last time we had financial advisors in here. We had workout partners in here. We had some of my peers in here talking about school. It's a good little, we want to say, a good little session, a couple sessions to help, bring awareness to things that we like and also educate us at the same time. But let me get back to my point. Thank you.
Okay.
We'll be taking a little hiatus because the summer's coming to an end, which means school is about to start.
Yes.
So to build the rice up, the little height at the same time, we're going to take a little couple week break just to get back on track, so I can get back on track for myself. But yes, that's what we're looking for into the future. Just letting everyone know about that right now.
Yeah. So Rice University will be back in September. So stay tuned for that. Hey, Stephanie. So yeah.
Side note: if anybody wants to join and have any ideas for themselves, let us know because we are of course open to suggestions.
Or if you want to like be a guest or something, let us know.
Right.
I was gonna say, so we are back for part 2 of what's your
our first ever part 2, bro.
This is our first ever part 2. We had to run this back because we had so much fun doing this. But what's your point of view? Part 2 is basically where we had our parents like choose some topics that most likely me and DeAndre won't have the same opinion on, because a lot of times I feel like we generally agree, or like, it's not too much like back and forth as far as opposing thoughts or whatever. So it's really fun to kind of see like our different points of views and takes on things. And then we like to even involve y'all and see like what y'all, agree with. Most of the time people agree with me and no one agrees with DeAndre. So it's cool to see like.
Anyways, as we go through this, we want to hear what you have to say about the topic.
Let us know.
As last time. So you wasn't here last time.
Dana.
We want to incorporate everybody and we haven't seen the questions.
We have not.
Of course. That's my favorite part.
Shout out to our mom and dad for coming up with these questions.
Shout out to them for coming up. They had great questions last time, so I expect even better.
Yeah, you better come with it.
Should we jump straight into it? Because it's a lot of questions.
Let's get right into it.
Let's get right into it. All right. Let me
forever.
Let me half fold it real quick. Okay. August 16th, 2022. CCDP2. What's your point of view on? First question. Yeah, take that water. It's gonna get real tight in here. Okay. 1. On not passing college classes during the school year, should parents pay for taking the class in the summer or the student? First of all, that's
okay. So like if you didn't hear DeAndre say, basically if you if you fail a class during the school year and you have to take it again in the summer, should your parent pay for you a failed class? That's the question.
That sounds it sound real personal. It sounds real personal.
My immediate answer would be yes. I feel like if you fail a class more than once, no.
So if you fail it, you're saying if you fail it once, the parents should pay?
Yeah, like if you have to take the class again, yeah.
Then your parents should pay. If you fail it twice, then the obligation like it's on you to sound like you're not even trying.
Basically. Yeah, like if you fail like twice, it's a no for me.
It's a no. I mean, this is I don't know.
He says Tony Parker 1971 says no.
It's
Kiana
different.
says yes. See, exactly.
I mean, come on. What do you expect me to say? This is hitting straight at home. Of course, I think the parents should pay. What do I look like
Would you
paying?
like to put some context to this?
Yeah, I don't know if this was heavy on somebody's heart that's watching, but but yeah, I think the parents should pay. I think that's normal.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it's still education at the end of the day, you know.
Right.
And I mean, we're still getting to the end goal through, you know. So yeah, end of the story.
See, Stephanie says yes. See, thank you very much. I'm glad we all
It
agree
seems
on
like
this.
it's a mutual agreement. I hope everyone agrees on that. But okay.
Because my thing is, where you like, it depends. Like, because if someone's failing, like, what's the reason behind the fail? You know what I mean? Like, if someone's trying, like,
true.
If the person is not purposely flunking out, that's a different situation between as opposed to like a person trying or just not doing well in the class. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's a lot of factors that parents don't see that go into those classes, and a lot of things that sometimes it can even be, it could be the teacher, sometimes it could just be the situation you in or why you didn't pass. And it could be literally that last final exam test that puts your grade down.
And let's just say we're
what?
Low key, you know, pioneers with trying to graduate college. So I'll just put that there. But go ahead.
True. So, yes, okay. So I think we all agree on that. Well, hopefully.
Well, I think the people who would say no probably not saying it, but you know.
Okay. All right. Question number 2. Giving your passcode from your phone to a person you have dated for more than 6 months. I'm going first on this. I'm going first on this.
Okay.
Listen, if you in a relationship and you can't trust your partner, and it's not about insecurities, bro. If you can't trust your partner to have your passcode or to check your phone or just that instance, then you are a unloyal partner. That's in the story.
So wait, so you're saying you should share your passcode?
You definitely should. I would say before 6 months, because if you get out, and I don't even think talking stages should exist, but if you get out that talking stage where y'all say, "Oh yeah, we locked down, nobody, you know, should be messing this up," that's outside.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no reason I shouldn't be able to say, "Let me share your phone real quick," and you start panicking, you start screaming because you know it's on that phone. You don't want nobody to see. I'll give somebody my password.
Okay, for me, no.
You will not get someone your password.
No, I think you said never.
Wild.
This is my thing. This is my thing. It's not about this. It's not about me not. Okay, I have group chats with friends, personal text messages with they're friends, but they're like close, you know, they feel like family to me. I don't want the person I'm with going through my phone seeing those messages. Not to say I'm being sneaky, but it's a sense of privacy. It's like the same thing as a kid wanting their door closed. I don't mean you doing nothing you're not supposed to do. It's just a sense of mentally feeling like you have privacy. Okay. Now, if I have my phone in my hand and you need to use it or you want to like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to like look through my Instagram or something like that, you can. I'm not saying that. But you're not going to be able to just, my phone is sitting over here and you have my passcode. No.
You got to get that passcode out.
No. Tripping. Because honestly, I feel like if someone wants to cheat, they're going to find a way to do it regardless if you have their passcode or not.
Very true.
You have to understand that first.
That's true. But okay, would you rather find out 2 years that you just wasted, or would you rather find out when the 6 months start?
But think about this. If someone knows you have their passcode, do you think they would be dumb enough to do something and set themselves?
People don't care, and people forget to delete stuff. You got to be smart. So I'm gonna give the guys a little. This DeAndre's.
Don't ever take dating advice from DeAndre. But go ahead.
This is DeAndre's dating advice. You don't go look for the boys in her phone because of course you're gonna delete those messages. You don't go to the DMs because of course you're gonna delete those. You go to the friends messages, the group chats. With the best.
See, that's what I'm saying. You are an op.
That's what you go in those messages because that's who she is really telling all the juice to. You go in those messages and that's where you find what you want to see, or you go into the screenshots because they're gonna.
I'm stressed out.
Oh yeah, he fine. Screenshot. Now you know who she really talking to.
That's if I say somebody fine and we in a relationship.
Huh? What? Come on.
DeAndre, he has trauma. Look, he said, "What?"
Huh? Come on, man. Give him that secret.
There are other things on your phone besides messages that you don't want people to see. I agree. Like, we don't have a shared phone. Like, what are we doing right now?
I mean, if you're in a
relationship, said it's a no for me. Agreed.
You're in a relationship. Come on, man. Let's be real.
Oh gosh,
that's like a different level of
That's insecurity on the person who wants my passcode.
It's not insecurity. We went over that when I first started talking.
Okay. Okay.
When you experience it, you'll understand. Next. Okay. Question number three. And remember, everybody get their point of view too, as we're saying the questions.
Yes, please.
Do you need to fail to appreciate success? Go ahead, Deja. Let me hear.
Yeah. For me, I can't speak for everybody, but I feel like until you can compare it up against the opposite of that, I feel like you don't appreciate the value of that thing. Like just to say, okay, for example, and this is not the same, but if a person is like me, I'm used to always having jobs. Oh, not my timer going out on Instagram.
We know this again. It never fails. One lag of podcasts.
But what I want to say is that I was used to always having a job, whatever. Then as soon as I didn't and I was unemployed, I realized the value of me always having like my own steady income. Of course, I understood having a job was important. Yes. But I feel like for me mentally, I don't understand the importance of one thing if I don't know like how bad it could get. Not to say I want it to be the worst of the worst, but like it just helps you appreciate things more, I feel.
It definitely helps you appreciate more things, but also on that same wave, I don't want to have to continue failing to finally succeed.
No, that's not what the question said.
I know. I'm just saying in general, though. I'm saying okay. I'm saying, it said, do you have to fail? Wait, what's the question?
It was saying, like, do you think you have to experience?
Do you need to fail to appreciate success? I'm saying yes, but on the same wave, I don't want to continue to fail to finally see, oh yeah, this is success right here.
It's the same as someone being able to appreciate life. That don't mean they had to have struggled before.
Exactly.
Like you don't have to see the negative everything. I just feel like it puts things in perspective. That's all. Like to me.
Definitely put things in perspective.
So I guess it's a yes and no for me. Now that you say that, I kind of agree with you too.
Yeah, but I think a lot of times I don't know if I've failed, like per se, like I've actually failed in something, but I've definitely seen me have setbacks and finally buckle in on something and then see success. So on the same time, I think generally the answer to that question is yes. I think that's a pretty fair answer.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Respect.
Next. So we got some political question here.
Oh gosh.
It's not nightly news this time, but we still getting political.
Oh gosh.
Question 4. Climate change. Do you think it exists? Do you see it in your everyday life? Do you?
Yeah, I think it exists for sure. Do I see it in my everyday life? I don't think every day, but I don't think every day. I think if you live long enough, you can see the difference between what it was 10 years ago as opposed to now. But I don't think like I would be able to tell the difference from climate change from like this week from last week or something, you know? So it really depends.
We have become so blind to climate change.
I think that's what it is.
I think I know a lot of us don't realize how active it is, but one that I can say for everyone that at least lives in some type of city or some type of, I guess you could say like
a metropolitan area, type.
Right. When you look up, you only can see 6 stars in total. And that's because of air pollution and fog. So I know that's a heavy one that we all go through every day. It's like so many fossil fuels and factories and companies burning and putting pollution into the air. I think that's the one that we can all say we see every day. But on the bigger grand schemes, kind of like temperature rising and things of that nature happening, you don't really see that every day. But I do believe in climate change, and no one can tell me different. It's too many scientific evidence and studies done for you to say it doesn't exist and it's just this and this and that.
Yeah, agreed.
So I think we both agree on that. So that's what 2 back to back we agree on. Not bad. Okay. So yeah, what y'all think? Climate change it's all a ploy or is it fake? You tell. I mean, was it real? You tell me. Okay. Oh no. This is the first question right here. I think this is pertaining to you. Astrology / horoscopes. Do you believe in it? Go ahead.
I think we need our parents to be executive producers of the podcast because at this point.
Go sit back. I'm gonna sit back. I mean, go ahead. I'm gonna sit back.
Absolutely. You're not gonna tell me nothing. You You just said climate change is backed up by science, right? Right?
Okay.
Astrology is a type of science. Did you know that?
I didn't
Astrology is science.
believe that. It's not a science. You
It
cannot. So
is.
you believe if someone acts a certain way, that means because it's based on their
When they
birthday,
were born,
when
yes.
they
What time?
born, what time, where the sun was when they was born, where the moon
Yes,
was.
because it's so accurate. Now, do I believe that some people try to play into what your zodiac sign says? Yes, like
People try to act that way.
right. But there's no way that I can have majority Libra friends and we all have similar traits. It's because we're Libras. Thank you. I'm done.
Okay, okay. I read into that a few times, and I look at the Twitter posts that say Virgo this
You're
and
such
Virgo
a
that,
Virgo. You are such a Virgo.
and
Virgos are sensitive.
I
These
said
aren't bad things. It's just no. Virgos are sensitive. They're perfectionists. They
Cancer.
are emotional. Like they say things personally very fast. That is a Virgo. Okay.
I read those Twitter posts, and I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of do some of this.
You
I
do.
think it's just general.
Like for instance,
Okay.
Days and Aries. They think they know everything. You can't tell them nothing. They he lucky I can't think of other things, but those are the main ones. If you talk to an Aries, as they are.
So let me bring the question to me because it's a part two as well. But the first one, just
Okay.
do you believe it? No, because I think if somebody's a bad person, they're a bad person. If
That's
somebody's
not.
hard headed, they're just hard headed. You can't if they say a Virgo is he's not hard headed. Wait, hold up. Is your phone turned down?
I think it just yeah, it is actually,
Oh,
but
I think if they say a Virgo is so intelligent, he never messes up,
that's not.
and then I make a mistake. Now what? A
That's why you
lot
have.
of those have.
That's why you have your moon sign, and your.
We're going to part two. This is unbelievable. Part two to the question: do you believe you should only date a person that matches your horoscope? That's a great question for you.
That's a
That's a
great
great
question.
question. Tell me.
Should you? If you're a Libra, yes.
Wow. You should
No, no,
not
no,
base
no, no,
someone
no,
based on that.
no, because certain signs complement each other. Like if a
Right.
sign happens to be very indecisive and all over the place and not, organized, and if you date someone who is organized or who likes to plan, who likes to, you know, make sure that everything's done step by step, they complement each other.
Okay.
But if you do one that clashes too much with you, then see Libras in the house, period, Stephanie. But if you have someone who clashes too much with you, then it's not going to work.
So I'm saying if I don't like you, I just don't like you. It had nothing to do with what you are and what you're
I'm
not. But
asking
you
what's
know what
your
I
sign.
really want to know? You know what I really want to know? If I did a little data analysis all my years of people I've talked to,
Yes.
and I saw their zodiac. I mean, they told me their zodiac. I
Yes.
wonder what the like equation
What you would
is.
feel.
Right. No, I'm just saying if it say we're supposed to match up and we did, or if we said weren't supposed to match up and we didn't.
And you did.
See, that would make my belief
Who's a
stronger.
girl like that you completely was like, this is just not, it's not giving what it's supposed to give.
Right.
Do you remember what her sign was? You
No,
don't
I
really
don't.
pay attention to that
No,
type
I
stuff.
didn't ask nobody what their sound was.
Do you remember the birthday month?
No, because next question. It don't matter what girls I diss and indulge in. Goodbye, Deja. Seriously.
He
Next
said
question.
indulge.
Yes. Next question. This one's, and I'm gonna answer this first. The
Okay.
death penalty question mark. Dun dun dun. Belief in the death penalty. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna bring it here though. I'm gonna bring it right here in front of you.
Okay.
Honestly, what I believe is that I don't think any human, right, should be able to determine a life of another human. But listen, so at the same time, if I, which I would never do, if I go out and determine that this person down the street that I just seen should die, as in I just killed them, then that means that I just determined that person's death, hypothetically speaking.
Correct.
So if somebody then determines my death, do you think that balances it out? Because I said that I don't think no one should determine anyone's death. So if I determine somebody else's death and they determine my death, does that equal it out? Or does that just make two wrongs?
I see what you're saying. Man, I don't know. I mean, to answer the question, I don't think the death penalty should be a thing. It's tough though because.
But think if you're in that situation, you know.
I mean, it's tough though because, like, having someone die, does that really solve the problem?
Yeah, right.
Like most time, I heard that there's really a death penalty because it just costs too much money to hold people, like to just hold that person in prison.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Like life sentences or just like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I didn't know that though.
I heard that on a documentary, but anyway. Besides the point, I don't think it should be a thing because it just feels like a torturous way to go. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but I know there's some very, very, very harsh crimes, but I think if they just go away for life, that's good enough.
Right. I don't think that a lot of people say you trade a life for a life, and I don't believe in that because then you would just be trading deaths for deaths forever, which is just that's immoral.
But humans don't make good judgments anyway. I feel so.
Yeah, but Stephanie brought it like if they were a serial killer, right? That's what I was trying to get on the aspect. Like, if they just go ahead.
No, I get and like. My thing is okay. Like how many deaths would a person have to do to like what? I don't know. That's hard.
It is hard. It's just on the lines of like if you're a victim of the family. I mean, wait, is that how you say it?
Like if you're a victim of that family, you're gonna want them to have death penalty.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. Like they just killed your loved one. You're like, no, I don't want them to rot in jail. I want them to die because they just killed my. So it's hard to say when you're not in that situation. But for me, the question was to me, so I say no.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's more punishment to rot in jail than to.
What? To what? Die?
I'm trying to think like what I would. Like if somebody murdered somebody in my family. Let's not make this dark, but never mind. Then how would you feel if it were your family affected? Yeah, I agree.
I would want them to die.
Yeah, that's hard. I guess I have a question mark on that.
Let's throw it up. Let's just throw it up. Let's just throw it up in there. For me though, it's no.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't know what question this is because the Roman numerals are getting confusing. I think this is for our executive producer. This is a little racist. Drinking black cherry Kool-Aid versus shark blue Kool-Aid. Which is the best of all time?
Black cherry.
Blue.
Oh, I'm gonna have to say blue.
That blue hits different. Like when
blue hits different.
At the cookout, you pour the blue up. Come on, man.
Dana said, I want you to rot in jail. Same. I'm with her. Like I want you to literally sit there. But
that blue hit different.
The blue hit different in the child, but as I gotten older, that black cherry.
But I think we have milked the black cherry so much.
Yeah.
And when we get that little spice of blue,
that blue one hit different.
That blue one do hit.
I'm going with blue. One do hit. And I don't think a lot of people drink black cherry. Like I don't think a lot. Like when I hear about favorite flavors, that one doesn't come up for most people.
It doesn't. I like the auntie special. Just pour everything in there and then get the
auntie. She's get
the sink water and get it in. Okay. That was an easy one. Oh, man. Still wearing masks in public places?
We know DeAndre doesn't. PSA, y'all. I'm going to write this in the chat. PSA.
What?
Don't be around DeAndre. He does not wear his mask.
I don't wear my mask. And if I do wear it, it's going below the nose. And that's not because first of all, I'm going to talk about this vaccination story because I was forced to get vaccinated. Out of my will.
Sometimes people have to think for you.
Twice, 2 times. And I get 3 times? Might have been 3 times.
You got the vaccination, 2 shots, and a booster.
Right. So that's 3 in total. So at this point, I got the mask on and all this. I got to wear it in class, all this. When I go outside during the summer, come on, it's off.
You work the whole summer without a mask.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's perfect. We know mask.
You know the thing though that does get me is that is that we got vaccinated and boosted and still got to wear masks. It's like,
and COVID's still around.
but I just do it more so now because I realized this COVID, like pandemic, has really taught me how trifling people are.
Just in general.
People are trifling. Yes.
Yeah.
Like they just dirty. And so I usually just wear because I don't even want your breath on me.
I think the whole COVID thing is definitely real. I don't believe. I'm not saying I don't wear masks because I don't believe in it. I just don't wear masks anymore because I think I got
Just
into the mindset.
exhausted.
I see I got into the mindset of not wearing it so much that I decided to like.
You've been in the
It's like
South too long.
it's
You've been in
yeah.
the South too long, y'all.
It's really like I haven't worn it so long, so why keep wearing it? Not really. I don't want to wear it. I just don't. When I have to wear it, I'll put it on. I'm not one of those people that will be like, oh, I'm
But
not
you
going.
have it on like this.
I'm not going in there if they don't want to wear masks. But
You have your.
because
You
I
lucky.
can't breathe.
You lucky I can't find a mask.
Yeah, but I have it under my nose. I got one right here.
Just show them how you wear your mask.
Let me show you.
Dr.
Let me do
Fauci will
inside out.
slap you.
Right here with it.
That's how he wears it, y'all. Like
It's
a nut.
effective. It's effective. So do you wear your mask though all the time?
Yeah, no, not like, and it's interesting because I don't wear my mask at work. But it's like I'm not. But if I'm in a crowd or like in the store, the grocery store, at the doctor's office, stuff like that, I wear it.
Okay, so it's selective. So your answer is selective.
The answer is if I'm in a large crowd, yes.
Okay, cool. That's cool with me. I don't wear it at all unless I have to. Next question, and this is okay. So we got some speed runs right here. We got actually it doesn't matter. We chilling. We good.
Oh my
Next,
goodness.
oh man, being heartbroken to appreciate love. Dang, they really doing it. They really doing it.
I mean, I feel like you have to. I feel like with love, you have to compare it to something else. If you only experience love with one person, how will you know what love really is? Like you have to be able to compare it to. Like sometimes you think if a guy took you to McDonald's, that's what love is. But until you meet somebody who like shows you.
What about non-relationship love? Like I know the love that I get from my parents. I know that type of love, and sometimes I'll expect that out of somebody else, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm comparing the love I got in a relationship with my parents, not directly, but indirectly, because that's just how it is. So if I understand what that love is from my parents, and I'm not receiving that, and let's say I were to get heartbroken, I would still be able to compare the two.
I don't think you have to be heartbroken to understand love.
I don't think either. Because I think someone being heartbroken, of course, it opens your eyes, but at the same time, it's not worth realizing, oh yeah, what love is.
Yeah, because honestly,
feel that,
oftentimes it stops you from even opening yourself back up to love. So it actually hinders most of the time to then help
appreciating the love.
Exactly.
A lot of people put their guard up. I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people that are like, you always got to give somebody the fair shot. So if you get your heart broken by a dude that wears do-rags all the time, and then you hate all dudes that wear do-rags now, I think that's unfair to the person if you're meeting them or if you're.
Well, how would you tell the guys out there to stop proving us right, and then maybe we'll change our mind?
I don't think that's a fair assumption to anyone, because if you put that wall up, then you'll never be able to receive the love that is already being given.
I understand. Your hands have to be open to receive.
Right. Instead of putting that wall up. Feel me? So the answer to that is
no. Why are we agreeing on a lot of things?
Okay. Oh, this is a sturdy question. I like this. I like this, executive. I like this. Getting real deep. I like this. Having sex before you're an adult.
What's an adult?
18.
18.
Having sex before you're an adult. That's the final question on here.
Man. What's the question?
That's the question.
Thoughts on it?
It says, having sex before you're an adult. Is that right or wrong? I'm assuming. It's no real like.
This is not going to really answer it, but if I could take a few steps back, I would like to challenge, encourage, and whatever, parents and adults to teach your kids properly about the experience of sexual encounters.
Okay.
Because too often we are trying to learn from our friends. We're trying to learn from the internet. We're trying to learn from social media. without properly being educated. So you're doing nothing if you tell your kids to not have sex, but not explaining them why, not explaining to them if you do, these are the steps you should take, not explaining to them that maybe you should. Like, I just think, like, too often in this society, we put ages to certain levels of maturity when you can be 19 and still have known nothing because your parent never told you nothing about sex. So really in your mind, you're 13. So just because I'm 18 now, I'm supposed to know what I'm doing.
True. Okay. That's a good explanation. But the question asks, I'll repeat for myself, having sex before you're an adult, is that right or wrong?
I feel like you should have sex when you know your body. You're not going to know your body half the time before 18.
So you're saying being an adult isn't determining on age, it's determining on your mindset and what you
Thank
understand.
you. That's
So
what
you're
I'm
saying,
saying.
so your answer is if I was 13, but my mindset was like an 18-year-old, it's fine?
Whoa, I didn't say that. Because
So what are you trying to tell me?
still with life too, though, you have to, what I'm trying to say, like, you have to go through some certain life experiences to know stuff. Like, I'm not saying you're supposed to be 9 out here wilding. Like,
Okay.
no, I'm not saying that. But you don't know your body at 13. So
you're saying you should be an adult.
If it lines up, most likely, yes.
Okay. So your answer is being an adult before you have sex.
Yeah, because you don't half the time you don't know your body. But my reasoning for saying yes is not because you're 18, is because by that time you should know your body and you should have hopefully learned enough to do so.
Okay.
Not because you're just 18.
Okay, that's a nice answer.
So what do you say? No.
Huh?
What do you say?
Oh, my answer is do what you gotta do, you know? Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do.
Somebody help this child. Somebody.
Or an adult. When you're an adult.
Somebody please take him to church.
I think if you think the time is right, the time is right. I don't.
How do you know when the time is right?
If you just feel in your heart like it's time, then it's time. You know, it's not necessarily, oh yeah, I'm finally an adult. It's time.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
If my astrology aligns at the time, and the time is right. If the moon and the sun and my month aligns at the same time, you think that is fine?
And if she's a Scorpio, then it all works out.
It all works out, you know. So my answer to that is get it in when you can, but be safe about it. That's all I gotta say. I think that's valid.
Okay, DeAndre. Okay.
I think that's valid. Come on, man. Like,
it's fine. It's fine.
And the fact that all these people in the chat face palming me saying I'm gonna get you in the headlock. But if I ask what age you went down to the drain, come on, don't play with me. But all right, let's that was it.
Brandon said Undi's gonna have you in a headlock after this.
That's what I'm saying. Tell him to put me in a headlock. Come on.
That's the problem with society. How about you have a conversation with him?
True. But also, we shouldn't see sexual activity as such taboo.
That's what I'm saying.
I know, but I'm saying how
y'all think we got here?
Right, but I'm just saying, like, when I say get it in how you can, I'm not saying it to the point where it's like, oh yeah, he wilding because he doing it at this age, or she wilding because you're doing it at this age. Yes, you can be wilding if you're doing it at a certain age. That's true. But at the same time, when you get to that age, like you were saying, and you want to indulge in those activities, I say do it for yourself and don't do it just because it's the cool thing around. So at the same point, when the parents see it as taboo, which happens a lot, get it in while you can. Facts.
Oh my God, I'm tired
at some point you won't be able to. So.
Exactly.
So I think that's a good way to talk about it.
Before we get out of here, Dion, do you have anything to plug? Because you're stressing me out.
Yeah, bro. I think I make this plug every time. But
Keanu said, as long as you say, period.
Right. New clips on the TikTok, Cultivating Conversations on TikTok. And new vlog dropped last Saturday. A new one's gonna drop this Saturday. Stay up to date on the vlogs. You want to see what Dre doing every day? Well, every vlog. Go watch that.
Link is in the bio of our Instagram at Cultivate Everyone.
Yes, and our YouTube is Cultivate Everyone too. So.
Oh no, our YouTube is Reach Inside Cultivate Everyone.
It is. Any plugs? Any shout outs, man?
Any plugs or shout outs? Shout out to the Washington Mystics as they enter the playoffs.
I mean, I guess.
I hate you, bro.
I mean, I guess.
Anyways, shout out to all women in sports. We are out. Reminder, we won't be back next week. We'll be back in the beginning of September or September, something like that. If DeAndre does what he's supposed to do, we'll be back with Rice University.
We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there.
Don't miss it.
If you miss it, you suck.
Yes, period. But anyway, we love y'all. We hope
love
y'all
the point of views. Love the point of views.
Hope you drink your water and stay safe out here in these streets.
Oh, yeah.
And if you see DeAndre, walk the opposite way because he don't wear his mask. All right, y'all. We love y'all. Peace.
All right. Oh, I can't even do that one.